Good afternoon, this is Kuro. Got a ranked game in my Jutland. Going over the matchmaking, got a Missouri, Alsace, FDG, Kronstadt, Yagumo, and Chungmu. Rounding out the threats to me would be the Missouri, Kronstadt, and likely the Chungmu for radar.
Action stations.
So gonna talk a little bit about just general approach to playing Jutland. It's a little bit like Yagumo in a way. For example, if you're in a DD that doesn't have radar, you have good concealment, so not an Udaloy, not a Tashken or something like that. Most of the positioning in this game involves taking your concealment circle and basically placing it over the objective that you're trying to defend. It's a very defense heavy play style for this season of ranked, and honestly any sort of ranked season. These are just much smaller caps than we're normally used to. So basically I'm pushing up here. I'm trying to keep islands between me and a lot of the people that could be able to shoot at me. But I want to get my concealment circle over this so somebody just can't rush right in, cap it, and get the bonus without taking any sort of risk or damage. And don't do that. You see how their Chungmu was doing basically the same thing that I was. Now our Fletcher, I'm just going to pause it right here. This is textbook example of what I'm talking about. This Fletcher, he screwed himself. There's likely going to be a Kronstadt somewhere with radar. He can't turn out because the island's blocking his way. He's gonna try to probably smoke up because he's detected this Chungmu shooting him. He's got an FDG back here that's gonna be shooting at him. There's multiple ships gonna be shooting at this guy, and these capture points, they're not worth all that much if you have a DD killed or crippled over it. A DD loses half of his HP, trying to take one of these objectives. That DD is pretty much out of the fight for quite some time until you guys are able to get some enough repairs to make him useful again. And I mean, from my position here, I can't do anything about it. I can't shoot the Chungmu. I'm dropping torps on the Alsace. There's the radar. Gonna go on ahead since I'm radar detected, just throwing some shots at the FDG. And this Chungmu's actually pushed in and he's proxy spotting me.
Torpedoes direct front. Torpedoes direct front.
I'm feeling semi-comfortable back here with, not too many people are able to shoot at me. I'm working on this Yagumo. Now I'm gonna make a little play here. I still have Hydro, And I'm gonna pause it right here. This is a play that I would make with the Z46 all the time. Z46 is beautiful at this. This Chung Mu is proxy spotting me. Most likely he's not running target acquisition, which extends your proximity detection out to 3 kilometers. So once I get beyond 2 kilometers, I'm going to drop off. However, Jutland has hydro and can detect ships from further out than 2 kilometers. I dropped off, I pop hydro, hello! And now this Chung Mu, he's kind of in a bad position where, you know, what does he do? You know, does he, you know, keep trying to kite out? I go on ahead, I see the FDG peeking, so I just go on ahead and kite back because I really want to get some torps on this guy. You can't see the torp indicator, but when he popped up, it basically was already into the island, so I couldn't really torp him. I'm just going to disengage from the Chung Mu because this is my target right here. Throwing a set of torps out, basically one on target, one slightly behind if he slows down. And the reason why I actually dropped on the indicator that time, he's been going straight for a very long time, so he's probably at full speed or very close to it. And he's undetected right now. He's probably feeling fairly safe. And whap. 5 torps. I don't know if this guy's just said the hell with it or what, but he's letting things flood, and I'm just looking to finish this guy off. He's shot, so I go on ahead, I smoke up because he's going to be detected for 20 seconds.
Smoke screen set. Fire.
I get a follow-up fire on him.
Problem solved, sir.
And bam.
Enemy battleship sunk.
That fast,
Start.
96k. Not a bad start.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Trying to get some miscellaneous damage on this Alsace. I'm over here into the Fletcher smoke, just gonna use that. I've got hydro up, so why not? Now this kind of pressure is it's key for a Jutland. You know, this is how you win games. Putting pressure on the enemy capital ships. Got Kronstadt, that's a critical radar threat. You know, just gonna keep throwing shots into the guy. If he's pushing up, he's gonna have torpedoes he needs to worry about. And I'm just gonna start kiting back. I'm inside radar range, so no sense in, you know, allowing myself to be radared and let the Kronstadt shoot at me. So I'm just hanging out behind the island. Now, another key thing, when it may seem obvious to experienced players, but you see me change my aim when I actually get fires on a ship, and that's, you just want to spread those fires out, or spread the HE shell hits out. because you hit different sections of the ship. That's how you light multiple fires. Sometimes when I'm shooting with a ship that has a really high fire chance, you'll see me actually like stagger the fire where, you know, one shot is aimed more towards its bow, the next one's more at the superstructure, and the next one's more at the stern of the ship. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to spread the ships out, or the shells out over the length of the ship, because when I do that, with a ship that has a high fire chance, that's how you light multiple fires in a single volley. So, don't know if you guys are doing that or not. Figured I'd just go ahead and put that out there. This game's winding down, 112K. Just a good general video on just finishing, or just initial positioning. Had a really good what not to do with the Fletcher, who thankfully survived, but that could have been much worse for him. And just another decent game with Jutland that I think you guys can learn some stuff from. Maybe it helps somebody. Aside from that, I'm just going to go ahead and let this game finish itself out and go from there. Here I'm just, you know, trying to help up, excuse me, trying to help just clean up. Let the Yagumo push in a little bit. Little high. Yagumo's definitely turning in more towards me, and that means you really have to like almost aim just at the water, just below the water line to make those shots hit. And this is going to be the kill here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will talk to you later.
Sunk.